AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun. You don't really love America if you hate half the people in it. And also if you hate a lot of the things that everybody always loved about it. There's an oft-repeated moment in political debates where the moderator says to the two candidates, say something nice about your opponent.
Ever since AOC was crowned as the Democrats' shining hope for 2028, Bill Maher has been sounding the alarm louder than ever. Just like he did back in 2024, when he warned the DNC about betting everything on Kamala Harris, a warning they ignored, only to watch that plan fall apart. Now Maher is back, fiery as ever, pointing out the cracks in their newest political favorite, and practically begging the left not to waste another opportunity. So if you're ready for some unfiltered, explosive political drama, hit that subscribe button, because things are about to heat up.
What do you think of the fact that the people who are getting the big crowds right now are AOC and Bernie Sanders? They're going around the country. Thank you, there's that same guy. I call him the always wrong guy. Okay, but I feel like, big crowds, again, the shiny object that the Democrats chase. It's not about the big crowds that come out to you when you're talking in a festival or wherever they are. I think it's because I think Bernie showed up at Coachella. That must have been fun for the fans. It's who shows up on Election Day. And I just don't see that's the ticket. I mean, Cory Booker, I know you've worked with him. I like Cory a lot from my home state of New Jersey. Made a speech for 25 hours. Again, just whacking each other off. This is just not what's going to get the job done.
Just days after AOC's name began gaining traction as Kamala Harris's potential replacement, things started to spiral quickly. Instead of stepping up to the moment, AOC has been damaging her own credibility with every confusing media appearance. From questionable economic statements to chaotic policy rants, she's creating more doubt than confidence among voters. And if this is the person Democrats are betting on for 2028, they might need to hit the reset button fast, because the more she talks, the more people are wondering if this is really the best they can offer.
Unemployment is low because everyone has two jobs. Unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids.
Everybody's an idiot except for me.
Capitalism has not always existed in the world, and it will not always exist in the world. When this country
It is the system that, unlike all the others, has lifted more people out of poverty over the course of human history than any other system.
Well, so I think that those things that you talk about, that you discuss, are part of the course of human evolution.
And this is exactly why voices like Bill Maher keep sounding the alarm about AOC. Strip away the fiery speeches, dramatic outrage, and non-stop social media theatrics, and there's not much substance left. She mistakes noise for impact and aggression for leadership. There's no real depth, no clear direction, just a constant performance built for likes, not legacy. Maher isn't guessing. He's reading the signs loud and clear. If the Democrats pin their 2028 hopes on AOC, they're not just playing with fire. They're inviting a full-blown political meltdown.
This is a serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed to be an American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual. Because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No country is.
Democrats are quickly losing support as voters grow tired of the party's obsession with woke politics. Biden's term ended in confusion and broken promises, while Kamala Harris's muddled messaging only drove people further away. AOC is repeating the same mistakes, trapped in an ideological bubble that alienates middle America. And figures like Gavin Newsom or Tim Walz aren't helping, weighed down by scandals and tone-deaf policies. Even loyal Democrats are drifting towards centrists or independents. The core issue isn't just leadership, it's an ideology out of touch with reality and common sense.
Don't really love America if you hate half the people in it. And also if you hate a lot of the things that everybody always loved about it. There's an oft-repeated moment in political debates where the moderator says to the two candidates, say something nice about your opponent.
Before getting to Bill Maher's main point, it's clear what he's highlighting: a growing contempt from AOC and the progressive wing toward America's core values. Maher slams their performative outrage, obsession with identity politics, and habit of labeling patriotism as prejudice. To them, anything linked to Trump is automatically bad, even if it helps the country. Maher calls this ideological self-sabotage. By rejecting anything tied to Trump, Democrats are also rejecting reality and alienating everyday Americans.
For all the talk about fighting for the soul of America, nobody seems to like it very much. Too many liberals give the impression that to them, America is just a big, ugh. The red, white, and ew. A country that started out bad and will always be bad, founded on an unrelenting history of sucking and unable to change. But we have changed a lot. Democrat Cori Bush tweeted, "This land is stolen land and black people still aren't free." And this was on the 4th of July. Really? Not that I give a shit about the 4th of July. I've never been a rah-rah guy. But I am a perspective guy. And that's what too much of the left has lost, perspective.
Sometimes I open Twitter, take one look at the feed, and immediately log off. The level of anti-American anger is unreal. It's like a digital bonfire fueled by young liberals who seem to despise the very country that gives them the freedom to complain. They tear into America's history, values, and flag, portraying it as some irredeemable villain instead of the nation that's given them opportunity, free speech, and a standard of living most of the world can only dream of. I've traveled, I've seen other countries, and few even come close in freedom or prosperity. Yet these online critics act like it's brave to bash their own country. It's not. It's entitled, misguided, and frankly, embarrassing.
72% of black people under 30 are optimistic about their future in America. Way more than white people the same age. And as far as the land goes, yes, I guess we could change the name of Captain America to Captain Stolen Land. But honestly, to all the people who start every public event now with one of those land acknowledgements where they say, "I'm standing on land that was stolen from the proud indigenous people of the Chumash tribe," I say either give it back or shut up.
Then there's the performative activism and obvious pandering from figures like AOC. Everything she does feels scripted, less about leadership and more about applause and votes. She's crafted this image of a scrappy, working-class hero, but the reality doesn't match the branding. Her real name, Sandy Ocasio, and her upbringing in a comfortable suburban neighborhood tell a different story than the Bronx fighter persona she promotes. Even her famous bartending story isn't exactly a tale of hardship. Millions of students work service jobs while studying. Yet AOC spins it as if she clawed her way out of poverty, when in truth, it's just clever PR. She's been playing the role of an underdog for years, and people are finally starting to see through the act.
AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun.
When you compare the freedoms women enjoy in America to much of the world, the difference is staggering. Here, women can vote, own property, pursue any career, wear what they choose, travel freely, and live without being treated as second-class citizens. They can lead companies, serve in government, speak openly, and shape their own lives without needing anyone's permission. In many countries, that kind of independence is still a distant dream. Women there remain silenced or restricted by cultural and legal barriers. Yet figures like AOC want people to believe America oppresses women simply for not embracing every radical demand of modern gender politics. Disagreeing with extreme ideology isn't hatred, and questioning overreach isn't oppression. The irony is that they cry misogyny in a nation that offers women more rights, security, and opportunity than almost anywhere else on earth.
Congressman Jamal Bowman says capitalism is slavery by another name. No, it's not. It's the thing that has given more people more prosperity and hope than any other system, flawed though it surely is.
The non-stop attacks on capitalism don't add up. Critics bash the very system that made America the most prosperous and innovative nation on earth. Socialism might sound ideal, shared wealth, no poverty, but history shows it fails. Countries like Venezuela, Cuba, and the Soviet Union collapsed under control and stagnation. People risk everything to escape those systems for a shot at the American dream. Capitalism isn't perfect, but it rewards hard work, fuels progress, and delivers results. America doesn't need socialism, it needs what works.
But again, something like the free market is kind of synonymous with America. And if you don't like it, I don't know how you can say you love this country. You know who loves this country? You know who's not constantly complaining about what happened 200 years ago and who's not obsessed with seeing America through colored glasses and shaking off the stench of what irredeemable privileged we are? Immigrants.
Immigrants know better than anyone how much worse life can be elsewhere. Millions risk everything to reach America not for handouts, but for freedom and opportunity. If the country were as terrible as AOC and her circle claim, people wouldn't be fighting to get in. Even with its flaws, America remains a beacon of hope. Immigrants aren't chasing socialism, they're chasing the American dream. Those who've lived real oppression understand freedom better than those who take it for granted. America isn't perfect, but it's still the world's best shot at liberty and opportunity. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.